Alright, everybody, we're back with another episode of Motel Hot Tub. I'm Kyle.
I'm Jake.
I'm Justin.
And I'm Keegan.
Alright, and we're gonna jump in on this podcast real quick. This one's Vacation Insanity. It's a bunch of different interesting stuff with just with going on vacation. So
I hope Disney World's in this.
Please.
So let's start off by talking about what makes a vacation fun.
Not doing anything. Well, maybe. I don't know.
I like doing stuff on vacation.
I go on vacation.
Okay, it depends on where you're
when
at.
I go on vacation, I don't relax.
Really?
I try to squeeze as much things into that.
I think you're all stressed
Okay,
out.
so yeah.
Time.
A vacation is supposed to be like a.
What if you go to the beach?
Bro, I'm never
if you
stressed.
go to the beach,
So what makes a vacation fun for you?
makes vacation fun for me, relaxation. I would say relaxing for like a day when you first get, like, you know, when you get there during the day and then you have like the whole afternoon and the night. I really like those days because you just get to sit back, relax, eat some good food, and then the next day you go out and do stuff.
You drink a Budweiser?
I mean, hey man, depending on where
sip
you're
a
at.
cold bud.
Modelo by the
Cold
beach.
bud. I don't know. I think relaxation and just kind of forgetting about like the day-to-day monotony that you have to go through.
You know it's vacation when you got limes for the Modelos, man.
You bust the fresh limes out.
Yeah.
I think like doing something fun, like where you're moving around but like not too strenuous, is like something good for vacation.
Yeah.
Like the one we just went on. That one was really fun.
Wait, this month's vacation or last month's vacation?
This month's vacation.
This business expense.
I do 2 a month.
Yeah.
We take a lot of trips for this podcast.
We just got to see the world
We
so we
just
can
don't
make
get
better
how-
content for
They
you
don't,
guys.
they don't understand. Their noses is the grindstone, bro.
I'm stressing so hard on this getting this thing
Their
perfect.
circle's too
My
big.
trap does numbers.
Yeah, their circle's too big. They didn't trim the fat yet. We trimmed our fat.
It was what ruins a vacation. Talk about what makes vacations fun.
Oh,
Overdoses.
Overdoses.
Wait, what ruins vacations?
Yeah.
Or are we still talking about what makes vacations
Well,
fun?
what ruins vacations?
Conflict.
Like constant complaining.
Drama.
When everyone
Drama.
just screaming at each other. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not fun.
Yeah.
Or people are complaining about everything on vacation.
Yeah.
That'll kind of kill. It's like, bro, we're on vacation.
How you, like Kanye said, how you gonna be mad on vacation?
You gotta critique the vacation.
There's too many leaves.
That's
in the
after, though.
burrito.
So yeah,
After-
this is
afterwards,
really
then
like
you
a
go
4
back-
out of 10 day on my vacation.
Yeah.
When you go to the beach and don't wash your feet off, you have sand in your bed the whole time, and there's sand
Ooh,
everywhere.
that is a good
Actually,
one.
you want to know what
No
makes
one likes
a
sand in
vacation
bed.
great?
No.
Sandy
The
cheeks.
after... No, the after beach naps. Those are always
the
the
after
best.
beach
After
naps,
beach
yeah.
naps
You've been out in the
are
sun for a
always
minute.
good.
Getting too sunburned on the first day.
Yeah, that one definitely
Getting too
sucks.
sunburned, yeah, that's a good
I'm
one.
guilty of that. I've definitely been that, and it sucks.
You gotta
Breaking
cook,
an ankle.
cook slow. You can't.
Yeah,
you
I-
can't,
it's like,
Marinate
dude,
before
yeah,
you,
I-
cook yourself.
I didn't marinate, bro. I was not ready for it.
You got to pull up to the beach on day one, just completely coated in sunscreen.
4-degree sunburns.
Dude, it's like I
don't
show up
like
in a full
sunblock,
three.
bro.
I show up in a full 3-piece suit, dude. I'm not trying to get burnt.
What do
bro.
you guys think of sunblock? This isn't on here, but
I don't know. I think it's
I
necessary.
hate sunblock.
I mean,
What do
it
you
is kind of
mean?
gross.
It
I-
It
It
does
smells
suck
weird.
when
It
it's
gets
like
in your
all
eyes
like you're
and
just
stings.
pure white like after because I got chest hair and it's like just it's bad when you got
Yeah.
chest hair, dude.
The sunblock.
I don't know.
is in the chest.
It's good for me because I burn very easily.
Yeah,
see
I
through
burn
you
really
right
easy
Yeah,
too.
I am very like translucent, basically.
Like a newly developed frog or
I look
something.
like a
All right.
A newly birthed frog.
On that note, let's continue on. Okay. I don't like that slide. It was travel versus vacation.
Okay.
Well, but I don't know. Let's just do this one. Best vacation stories. Anyone got anything?
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
That's a good
That's
a good one.
I went
it
to-
required a lot of thought. Yeah.
I went to where did I go? I like New Orleans. Whenever I went to New Orleans, I think I just like the town of it. It's like a different it's a whole different city, you know. It's very I guess cultural. I hate saying that word because you always sound annoying when you say something's cultural. But I like New Orleans. The food's good. There's a lot of live music and cool swamps. I like aminals to go look at. Yeah, that's my favorite vacation destination, I guess.
My family and I went to California a lot when I was a kid, and I was kind of like blissfully naive about like how the urban planning's terrible and there's homeless people everywhere and stuff.
Yeah.
Because obviously if you go on vacation, you're not going to go to like somewhere with a bunch of homeless people and stuff. So
I think things were much better back then too.
it was also different.
in terms of
we're talking like
homelessness.
Childhood
2000s.
wonderment where you really don't notice it as much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of excited for what you're doing as opposed to what's around you, you know.
Yeah, but California is awesome going there. It's like a beach, but the air is like still kind of cool. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say
There's
probably.
mountains too.
I'd say probably for me, just because me and my family went there so much. We always rented out a condo in Gulf Shores, Alabama. We went there like every spring break. It was just a really fun family vacation because we just got away from like the school stuff. Me and my sisters, and my mom got away from like all the teaching and everything. My dad didn't even have to go to work. My dad worked a lot, so it was just nice to kind of just have all the family together for at least like a full week, and it was during like March Madness and everything like that too. So it was super fun.
Watching basketball.
So we'd be watching basketball. We get back to the beach. It's like I didn't even go to the beach, bro. I just would watch college basketball. I'm kidding. No, we'd go to the beach in the mornings, hang out as a family and everything, and then like I said, the after beach naps always hit.
You wake up.
I never had a bad
hits.
after beach nap. Whoa.
Did you drive or fly?
We always drove.
Okay.
So that's kind of also what made it fun too, is because we always like
Road tripped it.
road tripped it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucked because I'm 6'7", but at the same time, like
Your knees would be hurting.
my knees be hurting, dude.
My dad would always eat bowl of peanuts and spit the shells out the window. It made me sick to my stomach. They stopped doing that.
Actually, can I say something that cracks me up every time Jake would go on a family vacation? Is Jake would stay up all night before they left because they would leave at like 5 or 6 in the morning, and Jake said he would stay up all night so that he could just sleep in the car ride.
Yeah, you skip it. It's like
he
fast
skipped
travel.
the car ride.
For as long as possible.
Yeah, dude, I that's the best thing to do. I despise kind of road trips a little bit. I don't know why. Sometimes they're okay if it's like only going like a few hours, but we can go like 12 hours, dude. I don't know. I like
brutal.
Time skipping is kind of nice. You know, like
It is.
All right, Justin, best vacation before we jump into the sea of sludge I have ready.
There's a lot of good vacations. I think my most memorable one was coming to Colorado for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a really fun trip with my parents. We stayed right in downtown Denver, so there's plenty of good breakfast spots, lots of stuff to do. We also went out to Rocky Mountain National Park, which that kind of really made me want to move to Colorado. But it was a really good trip. Lots of good memories.
Good choice. All right, let's see what we got here. So, what I have today is a lot of before and afters, if I remember correctly. So, this is the Blue Lagoon in Iceland. All right, so this is, if you were going to think about taking a trip here, this is what you'd see, right? This looks incredible, right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to see today is the theme of seeing something that looks amazing, then going there and it's maybe not quite what you expected. So this is what the Blue Lagoon looks like in pictures. This is what people expect to experience. All right, so then
This is gonna be good. I can already
this is
tell.
long. There's a note. This is long, so go through it fast. Okay, so we're not. we gotta go through this at a decent pace, not stop too much. We're just gonna stop on the really bad stuff.
I like the title of the article: "Disappointing Photos of Iceland."
Disappointing photos.
Dude, that looks awesome.
That's what the.
Is this already at the bottom? Hold on.
Oh, it might have been.
I guess it's saved like where it was. Okay. Disappointing photos that show what the Blue Lagoon is like in real life. So I'm just gonna scroll and we're just gonna stop when we see anything like particularly bad. Is it still loading? Okay.
It's so bad.
They just it's so bad it has to keep
They don't even
running.
want to show you the pictures.
You're like, you're good, bro.
Iceland flag just post. Like the same
Okay,
photo.
nice. Same photo.
Okay.
Nice.
Hold on.
These are supposed to... Oh, there we go.
Oh, we're getting photo. Okay.
We're getting photos.
I probably should not refresh it. Cause it's gonna.
Everybody go get some popcorn right now. If you're watching.
That's a nice photo.
Okay,
Because
that
this
was
is
a nice
what,
photo.
this is what we
Down.
expect, right?
All the rocky
This
formations
is
look
what we
really cool.
expect.
Okay.
What most Instagram photos don't show are the industrial-looking buildings that surround the pool. So I mean,
It's not so bad.
That's not
I mean,
bad.
I
It's kind of expected. It's like a resort.
I thought those were like rooms.
in some places the water laps up to the edge of the buildings. Once again, not too bad.
No, not too bad.
It's not as blue as as the filter.
It's kind of white.
So blue. Oh, here's the buildings.
Okay.
So that's like what's right by there. So the Blue Lagoon's a developed resort. It's like a lot of people go there. Some photos make it seem as if it's part of the remote island, Think again, the Blue Lagoon is located right off a highway.
It's got to be convenient.
What's more, it's actually sandwiched between Iceland's biggest airport, and it's only a 20-minute drive away from it. And Iceland's biggest city.
It's not that big. Kind of nice though. So
You can
far,
walk.
so
You can
far, I
walk.
kinda
Hey,
like
you can
it.
walk everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
You can't walk everywhere.
So far, I
So
kinda
far,
like
it's
it.
not like
Yeah,
it's not
too
bad.
That's
The
Alright, that's
Geo-
pretty bad.
Power
Okay, actually,
station.
yeah. That one's pretty bad.
I mean, I guess it's green. Oh, that's great.
Oh,
that's
that's really
gross, dude.
Disgusting.
They did put
That's like Mount Baldy at the Indiana Dunes, and there's a nuclear power plant right next to it.
Oh, here's this.
oh yeah, that women's prison.
Women's prison.
There's a. Oh, do you see that? There's like a sandwich shoes. I don't know
All
what
right,
that
hold on. Put the
Wow,
ad on
look at
full. Put the
that.
ad on full screen.
Yo, full screen that ad.
We gotta watch it.
MailChimp?
MailChimp.
Oh, it's like it's gonna do.
We're sponsored by MailChimp.
We've all made winter plans we
I know it's playing this. Let's stop it.
Ava attending book club before.
Just gotta hit pause.
There you go.
Okay, so far I'm.
So far, I'm like, I would still go if like.
Oh, that is awful.
Oh.
Yeah, now that's bad.
Imagine how wet.
A bunch
all
of
those towels
sopping
are.
wet bathrobes.
Oh god.
Ugh.
It's not bad.
You're most likely gonna pick up a robe that wasn't yours when you got there. They all look the same.
This makes it seem like it was if the Blue Lagoon's like a secluded pool. Oh, it's not loading.
Well, let's go back. Okay. I mean, that's not.
This is like how crowded it could be.
I feel like that's just kind of
Yeah,
normal.
I mean, it seems like a pretty big tourist destination.
Oh, you're scrolling way too quick.
This is the, I don't know. Let's just skip the rest of this one. I feel like that this one's not quite as bad as maybe the pictures make it.
Oh, there's some bad pictures.
It can live up to the pictures.
The photo of the
Like the-
Coca-Cola in the water was a little.
Yeah,
upsetting.
that one was upsetting. Like the geothermal power station.
Yeah, that one really. I was like, yeah, no.
All right, so next we're gonna take a look at Venice, Italy. So this is what you'd expect in Venice, Italy, right?
Italian mindset.
You expect to just kind of see this, some like calm streets and like the boats and everything.
For the gondolas.
And here's the reality: Venice
Bro,
is
Insider's going crazy.
Venice is so overcrowded that the mayor is segregating tourists and locals this weekend.
Oh.
So it's just thick with people.
Locals
Dude.
only, man.
Locals only.
So tourists will be redirected from more popular streets. So they're gonna actually keep people away. How do I get rid of this?
I don't know.
You went away. Certain areas will only be accessible to locals. So they're literally gonna section it off like a Disney theme park, pretty much.
That's crazy.
I wonder if they
It's
check
like an
IDs or
internment
something.
camp or something, man.
The flow of tourists will be redirected to the most popular streets, with certain areas only accessible to locals.
The
So you
mayor's
have to-
name is Luigi.
You have to have a certain card to get
That
in.
was his name.
If you were there, you couldn't just walk around like normal, right? You have to
Yeah.
actually get a card to go to certain areas.
That's crazy.
Oh, I love pictures of people. Oh, wow.
The
Everyone has a
selfie
selfie stick.
Taking a picture of the back.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of crazy. They're just taking. What would you be taking?
What are
a
they
picture
taking a
of?
picture of?
There's a
The
boat coming.
water?
There's
Something,
one
dude.
boat.
What the water? A boat?
A person juggling like flaming sticks.
On a boat in the canal.
That's way too much text here, not enough pictures. I guess these were some long articles. So here's a picture from Venice I found. It's a cello boat.
That's cool, I guess.
That's pretty cool.
What would you
That
rate,
might be a viola, bro.
I'd punch him in the face to get a picture of that. That's nice.
what would you rate that
I need
one
to get the
10?
longest selfie stick ever because I'm the one who has to get the
That's honestly a
closest
10
pic.
out of 10 boat.
That's kind of boring.
Nah, I'd say it's like a
I would
6.
never pay money to ride on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably have to pay a pretty penny to get on there.
Okay, so here's a picture of Machu Picchu, right? This is what you see when like you think of Machu Picchu.
It looks so edited though.
I mean, it's like there's a lot of filters on it, but like this is
Yeah.
what you'd see, right?
Yeah.
So like you think that you need to like just go like a crazy, like on some crazy backpacking journey to get here,
Right.
right? That's like what I would imagine, right? But the reality is it's like this. And people go to the area and just kind of like pull up
Hang
in a
out.
bus and they all pile out.
And I assume you can't actually walk over by any of the ruins, right?
I don't think so.
You just have
no.
to stay on the path.
Gotta stay on the path,
They
dude.
put a rope like that.
I wonder
can
how much.
stop me.
I wonder how much it costs to get on there, like to go there.
I mean, they're trying to make it cheaper, bro. That's what the next slide's about. These days, so many people visit. There's a limit of 2,500 tickets. They're good for only a few hours and cost $50. At least selfie sticks have been banned. And there continue to be problems. In 2020, 6 tourists were arrested after human fecal matter was discovered inside the sacred temple of the sun.
No way. Dude, look that up. We gotta figure out more about that.
Pull that up.
Look up the sacred temple of the sun. I want to.
I want to see the sacred temple of the sun.
sounds
Pull that up. That sounds.
Can you imagine like a group of 6 tourists? They all have the same idea. They're like, dude, I know what we need to do.
They're like, they pat each other on the chest. Like, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
No, I had some bad temporal.
They all had food poisoning.
The sacred temple of the sun.
That spot.
Dude, imagine
So
imagine pooping in that.
they went to the top and they're just looking out at the horizon.
They're like, this is the perfect place to poop.
That's the sacred temple of the sun.
That's crazy.
This is for sure human.
Just type in sacred temple of the sun poop. See what comes up.
Feces.
I think I spelled that right.
Yeah, same.
That's CNN, dude.
Do they have a picture of their mugshots?
I was just saying, when did this happen?
Zoom in on them and call them bogus.
Dude, why is
The
half the
poop
page
pilgrims.
just bar? Look
It's
at this.
ads, dude.
Oh, there it
They're gonna
goes.
put an ad there eventually. Just gotta wait for it.
4 men and 2 women entered the temple of the sun, a temple built by Incas to host ceremonies. Tourists damaged the wall of the site, and feces were found in the temple.
No way.
Bro.
Man, they hate the Incans, man.
Yeah, what?
What's the beef with the
It's like
Incans?
what? It's like I honestly wonder what went through their mind. It's like, oh yeah, let's poop right here.
It's funny.
I mean,
I'm laughing about it right now.
Look at the makeup of the group.
You're
3
not wrong.
Yeah.
Argentines, a Brazilian, a Chilean, and a French woman.
Local media report that they're between 20 and 32.
It's
jeez.
the perfect age to poop on a, the
On a
temple of
sacred
sun.
site.
In 2014, authorities denounced a trend that saw tourists getting naked at the sacred location.
What I
Bro, denounce that trend.
dude, people
Announce that
are
trend.
weird, dude.
All right, so that's what happened at Machu Picchu. There's people. It's kind of crowded. There's people pooping there.
Getting
but
naked.
There's people getting naked there. But
That's
so
Let's get naked.
this is how you currently need to get there, right? You have to land in this city. You have to take a 50-minute bus ride to get there, right? So what the government wants to do is they want to maximize tax revenue of people taking trips to Machu Picchu. So they're trying to. So right now it's not that hard. You fly into an airport, you take an hour bus ride, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now what they're doing is they're building an airport here, so no people don't need to take the bus ride, and people are protesting it because it's like a smaller town, and the locals are like, we don't want you to build like an international airport here. So the proposed airport would be capable of accommodating larger jets, allowing for direct flights from the U.S. To the historic landmark. And the new airport construction project is part of a building with a capacity of 5.7 million passengers. So
That's a big
basically,
airport.
Wow.
it's going to be a huge airport, right?
And this is the town?
So
No way.
so hold on. So this is
No way.
this is the town, right? So they're going to build an international airport with a
Just put an
capacity
international airport.
of 5.7 million people by this tiny town. So this is apparently the
That's
site of the airport.
nuts.
It's like the same size as the town.
Bigger
Yeah.
than, maybe, I don't know. That's
Honestly,
that's nuts.
honestly, with the way like airports are becoming now, it's probably gonna get way bigger.
Dude, this is like in farmland, bro.
Yeah.
This is like a tiny town. But it's near Machu Picchu. So they're just going to bulldoze this whole area.
The 50-minute bus ride isn't good enough.
Yeah.
We have to. We need
Jeez.
direct
I gotta
access.
get there.
I gotta get there as soon as
Direct-
possible.
Yeah.
Dude,
So before, after.
And also think about this. Think
That's
about
ridiculous.
Think about this. They build the airport there, and then what do you have to build around airports? Hotels.
Maybe
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, shopping centers.
shopping stuff.
couple subways.
Yeah, no,
Couple
you know,
subways.
it's being serious. Like, genuinely think about that. Like, they're just gonna be like,
There's gonna
have
be
to
a Walmart
industrialize
Supercenter
this
down the
whole
street.
town.
Yeah, they're going to make like some suburbs right here.
Yeah,
Some American suburbs.
It sucks.
a rental car place right outside the
An
airport.
Enterprise
Dude,
rental
like,
car.
like when you go outside the Denver airport and then you just look and you
Man,
just
look
see
at how
all
beautiful
those
this
rental
little town
cars.
is.
Yeah. Boom.
And they want
That-
to put
it
a
kinda
massive
sucks.
international
gonna
airport
be
in this
bad.
town. Jeez.
That infuriates me.
I completely understand the locals. I would not be happy about that either.
Okay, this is the population of this town, right?
10,000.
So we
Oh my
have two
gosh.
towns. We have the pink town and the blue town. The population of the pink town where they're building the new airport is 10,000.
Oh wow.
Okay, the population of the blue town where people are currently flying into is 420,000. So that makes sense to have a big airport there, right? But in this tiny town of 10,000 people, it's like, why would you put an international airport there? So yeah, that's what's going on with Machu Picchu. This is like this airport's being built like this year. This is like a brand new
Really?
development.
Ain't getting done
That
in a
sucks.
year.
That's not getting done in a year, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
But I mean, if it's starting, that sucks.
No, just sabotage the job site, man. Just stealing everything.
The locals might.
Free copper.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a club in Europe. Jake, Keegan, you want to read this?
The next night I headed to Es Paradise, one of the first clubs to open in whatever that is. The inside of the club invokes a 1970 disco by the way of Grecian Paradise. What's all these dumb words, man?
I don't know.
Say what it
You
is.
gotta get the meat of it. The meat of it's right here.
And it is famous in Ibs for this water party where the center pit slowly fills up with water until everyone is basically in a swimming pool.
What?
If I was wasted and 19 years old, I'm sure I would have been right in the middle of that pit.
I'm pissing in that
Dude,
pool.
wait.
It slowly fills up as
So
the
it's like
night.
a
Spilling their
trap.
drinks
It's
and
like a
piss.
trap kind of. I feel like it's like an old time like trap. Cause like you know when like the door's shut and then like the
water slowly
It's
fills
like
in.
an Indiana Jones kind of type thing.
What if the
modeled
water
after a
didn't
trap,
stop?
dude.
Yeah, what if the water didn't stop? So everybody just drowns.
You're getting suffocated, bro. The water
Like that's
doesn't
just.
stop.
You're spiking my anxiety.
And
You
also,
can't say that.
no, I'm also just saying that it's like, who wants to go to a club
And just get
where
soaking
you
wet.
get soaking wet?
It's about the 1970 disco by the way of Grecian Paradise experience, man.
I have never seen a disco bar or anything with the disco that involves you just getting almost drowned in a pit of water.
You should get that for this room that we're in.
Yeah, during the podcast.
Yeah, we just
like
gonna
an
fill
inch
the
of
water with water.
I'm mind boggled by this.
It
I don't know
starts at
who
an
thought
inch.
of this idea. It is awful though.
We should flood the basement.
Europeans, bro. Some Europeans were sitting around. They're like, "What if we just had the dance floor filled with water?"
Now I want to look up a video of this. I was like, is this like still a thing?
I think so,
Probably.
dude.
What's
What if
that?
it's the hottest club in
How
Europe?
gross is it? I guarantee. Is there
Oh,
gonna be?
dude, there's-
you
dude,
know I'm
someone
spilling
had-
my drink in there and pissing in there.
I was gonna say, yeah. Someone's
There's
going to the
like
bathroom.
glass
Someone's
in the
going to the bathroom.
broken glass at the bottom.
floating around.
All right. So, this is something interesting.
The floating hotel.
So this
Cruise
is
ship.
here's like the story of this, right? It was constructed in 1988, and it was in Australia, right? It had like 200 rooms, a nightclub, bar. So this is like an innovative thing when it first opened. It was like a big deal. There's actually a bunch of stories about it. Guess where it is now?
Under the sea.
Yeah, it's like Atlantis now.
Where it's
It's-
like
it's
Atlantis?
sunk?
You think it's sunk?
Yeah, I bet it's sunk.
What do you think?
I don't know. Is it somewhere else in the world?
Okay.
It's in North Korea.
What?
Okay,
What?
so-
A doomed wreck in North Korea.
all the world's first floating hotel
Why is
ended
he-
up as a doomed wreck in North Korea.
Why is he flexing, buddy?
Did they not
Yeah.
know about anchors?
I don't know, bro. I don't know how. There's a whole story, but I think there's like a documentary about it or something.
Oh
No
man, that's
way.
funny.
Yeah, so it went from being this like new thing in the 80s,
That is a
in
pretty cool
Australia,
concept.
and it ended up in North Korea.
That's nuts.
All right, so that's the story of the hotel. Obviously, some stuff happened in between.
Wow.
But long story short, it ended up in North Korea.
He's got a sick fade.
Oh. What's up?
He's got a sick fade going.
He's like, give me the square.
That Minecraft fade.
All right, so this is something crazy. This is a line at the top to get to the top of Mount Everest.
Oh yeah.
A line?
Yeah, you just read it.
No.
I've heard there's a bunch of litter at the like base camp too.
A limited number of days, too many people, too many inexperienced people, inadequate support. All those things came together, and that's where we saw most of the deaths. The veteran climber at Mount Everest and Mount Everest expert Allens, who studied the overcrowding issue for years, told Business Insider. 11 people died in this year's climbing season on Everest, and images posted on social media of a huge line to reach the summit shocked many people. But while hundreds of people now reach the summit annually, many more just trek to the base camp, leaving several tons of garbage and human waste behind. In some, the world's highest mountain is being desecrated. So
maybe they should just put an airport at the top of the mountain so you can
I
just fly.
swear, dude.
So that'll fix everything.
So Machu Picchu is having a massive airport built next to it. Venice is overcrowded. This ended up in North Korea. Mount Everest has a line.
And it's covered in
all over
garbage
this
now,
place.
too.
Yeah,
It's covered in garbage, feces. And there's
It's like San Francisco. So that's where Mount Everest is at. Taj Mahal.
No.
What's happening with the Taj Mahal?
Not the Taj Mahal.
Authorities at India's famous Taj Mahal are going to start charging tourists who overstay their welcome. According to India Today, visitors who spend longer than 3 hours at the museum will be charged the equivalent cost of another ticket. So if you're there for longer than 3 hours, you should get double charged.
Okay, I feel like 3 hours is plenty of time.
It probably
Yeah,
is.
'cause I mean, I think all you can do is walk around the grounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think you can go. I don't think you can go into
it.
building itself.
I don't know. It's a beautiful building, though.
Yeah,
It's
that
awesome.
is
It
amazing.
does look crazy.
That's like a memorial to someone's wife who died, right?
I
whole
believe
build-
so.
I think the story is the whole building is
wow.
someone's wife died and they made that whole thing it's their mausoleum.
I was gonna say, look
you
that
read
up.
museum wrong.
Look that
It's
up for us.
mausoleum. But I didn't want to say it.
We gotta pull a Joe Rogan. Hey, Jamie, look that up for us.
Pull that up.
Hey, Jamie, can you pull that up for us?
The memory of his third most favorite wife.
Wow. Hey, you
Imagine how bad you feel if you.
You were
Did
the
you make
ballpark.
mausoleums of the other wives?
I don't know.
There's 3 Taj Mahals.
Yeah, where's the first and second Taj Mahals?
For wife 1 and 2.
Okay.
Oh boy.
One of the world's most beautiful beaches is apparently this beach, which just looks like a mess.
It's so beautiful.
Beautiful.
And because it's one of the most beautiful beaches, it's extremely overcrowded. So that kind of contradicts itself in a funny way.
Mm-hmm.
But as many as 6,000 people visit the beach during the best day of the summer months.
During the day.
Yes, they're gonna start
man.
charging them admission, basically. But I mean, is it really the most beautiful beach? Let me ask you guys this: is it really the most beautiful beach if it's full of this many people?
That looks horrible.
No.
Can you imagine how much litter there is?
Imagine how many speakers are playing at the same time.
I bet it smells crazy.
Yeah, I bet it smells,
Smells
awful. I bet it
crazy,
smells
dude.
It smells
awful,
ripe
dude.
there, dude.
How many people do you
Body
think
odor and
got, how many people do you
sunblock.
think got stung by a jellyfish right here?
I've been
Like how many people on this picture do you think got stung by a jellyfish that day?
There's got to be a doctor somewhere in all those people if you get stung.
Dog.
There's a lot of people.
Dog help. I don't know. Yeah, but Kyle, like you said,
6,000 people
not
a day.
beautiful.
Doesn't look that
Absolutely
most
not.
beautiful beach in the world to me.
I mean, the
dude.
water looks blue, sure, but
The
I mean,
water looks nice, but
There's
that
no one
looks
in the
horrible.
water.
yeah, there's no
Yeah,
one
no
in
one's
the
even in the
water. There's no one
water.
hanging out. First off, it's like, and don't you go to the beach to like get sun
Relax.
and relax? And
Yeah,
so
you
like first
bring a
off,
shade thing.
yeah, you bring a shade thing, and you bring an umbrella, and then you just are crowded, and I don't know. Doesn't sound relaxing. Doesn't sound like I'm gonna have a good tan. Doesn't sound. And there's no one even in the water.
Bring like an Xbox and like a
I was
flat
gonna say
screen.
you might as well just bring like make a whole LAN party out of
You
it.
bring
They
your
should
Nintendo
put a-
Switch,
They should put an airport in the water so like.
so then people can get there
you
easier.
swim to the
there.
beach.
Did you
yeah.
actually know that this is where Atlantis is? Atlantis is, so that they had to build an airport right behind it so that people could go check
An
out.
airport out of Atlantis.
Yeah.
Just like in the middle of the ocean. Okay, so what else we got? Oh yeah, so you've probably seen this sign at some point.
I Amsterdam.
I am Amsterdam.
Whoa, I've never seen that sign ever.
I've never
seen
seen this.
that?
I've never seen
Oh.
this sign either.
Well, so it's like a popular like tourist attraction, and they tore it down because there was too many people going to it.
Is that a
Good.
good thing or a bad thing? I mean, it doesn't sound like it's.
Oh no, it's like art. You know, it kind of is sad that they had to like tear the whole thing
Yeah.
down because people were
That's the
flooding it.
thing, yeah.
There's people on top of it.
Like, could you imagine, like, I'll compare it to, like, the Bean or something like that. Could you imagine if, like, Chicago tears the Bean down?
the Bean is also an awful place to go because everybody's just always there.
Yeah, that's very
Well,
true.
that's how a lot of tourist stuff is though. Everyone's
The
just always
Bean.
there. You
That
know?
is true. Everyone's always there, and then plus they have the ice skating place right there next to it too. So then everybody goes to that.
It's so. Is it selfish? I'm trying to think of the word for it. See the people on top of it? That's like super annoying, right?
Yeah, they
I
climb
don't know.
up just for the pic.
They probably came all the way to Amsterdam from like the U.S.
That's like something a child would do is climb all over stuff.
Never climb anything. Who climbs stuff?
I like climbing,
Who
but
climbs?
I don't climb much anymore, man.
Well, why climb? I mean, why? You know?
Why climb?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You tell me.
Let's go find a nice tree and climb it.
I guess, dude. We gotta find some art to climb.
I don't like doing things.
They should put an
I want
airport.
to do less.
Hey, what's that?
I want
top
to do
of
less
the-
things.
What art in Denver can we climb?
I just want to
Oh,
do. I want to do less
the bowl
things.
right outside the art
The
museum.
big dumb bear.
Good.
You can climb that.
The bear?
Yeah, the big dumb blue bear.
The bear?
Right outside the convention center.
All right, so moving on. Oh, so this is Burning Man. Okay, so I'm trying to get away from reading blocks of text, but this is important because we need to contrast the mission of. You guys know what Burning Man is, right?
Yes.
It's like
I've
an
heard of
arts
it.
festival in the desert, like a concert thing or something.
It's a commune.
So basically, like we want to contrast the mission of Burning Man with the actual thing. So I'll read the first paragraph. Okay, Burning Man's project is mission. Burning Man's mission is to produce the annual event known as Burning Man to guide nature, nurture and protect the most permanent community created by its culture. Our intention is to generate a society that connects each individual to his or her creative powers, to participation in community, to the larger realm of civic life, and into the even greater world of nature that exists beyond society.
Yeah, I'll read the next one. Do we want to read the next one, or are we reading the
You
whole
got
thing?
it.
Alright. So we believe that the experience of Burning Man can produce positive spiritual change in the world. To this end, it is equally important that we communicate with one another, with the citizens of Black Rock City and with the community of Burning Man, whenever it may arise. Burning Man is radically inclusive and meaning is potentially accessible to anyone.
The touchstone of value in our culture will always be immediacy. Is that how you say that? Experience before theory, moral relationships before politics, survival before services, roles before jobs, embodied support before sponsorship. Finally, in order to accomplish these ends, Burning Man must endure as a self-supporting enterprise that is capable of sustaining the lives of those who dedicate themselves to its work. From this devotion spring those duties that we owe to one another. We will always burn the man.
Okay, before we go to the next slide, I have a question. Would you guys go to Burning Man?
No.
I think it'd be a
I want to go
cool
to
thing to
desert
see.
for a week, bro.
I'm just saying, it looks really cool.
Can you imagine how
It does look
sandy
cool.
you get?
It looks really
I think
cool.
it'd be a cool experience.
But it's like you have to prepare for this. I feel like because it's like
Yeah.
it's like a bartering system too and everything like that. So you
It's a
have to.
bartering
So I feel like
system?
I feel like because you
You have
have
to
to like trade stuff with
You have to
people.
trade for everything.
I've watched
Really?
like watching stuff about this and everything. It's like people trade like food and water and stuff like that for other things and everything. But it's like it's crazy to me that also all these celebrities go to this too. Like there's so many celebrities out there as well. Like, and then like you said, like people who do like concerts and everything out there too. Like Diplo's been out there. It's like a Mad Max style kind of thing. Like
If you,
he's like riding in a giant car, blasting music, driving through the middle of a desert, and just it's crazy.
That's one of like the GTA bus is like modeled off that. Right?
Yeah. And I don't know. It seems cool to go to, like a once in a lifetime thing, but I feel like it's just not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
But I feel like also people nowadays do it for just clout. Like they just go, it's like, oh yeah, I went to
It's like
Burning Man.
like an Instagrammable
Yeah,
site.
it's like an Instagrammable thing. It's like,
It's
oh
dude,
yeah,
this
it's
one's
like,
gonna do numbers on my page.
exactly. It's like, oh, this was like
If you make over
Coachella kind of thing.
if you make over 6 figures, you shouldn't be allowed to go to Burning Man. That's my opinion.
Fair enough.
Alright, so here's
You
the
are
10
the man.
principles. We don't want to read all of them, but radical inclusion, gifting, decommodification, radical self-reliance, radical self-expression, communal. So you kind of get the idea of what like the
Right.
general
Just be
vibe
me,
is.
bro.
Yeah,
Just be you,
Kind
bro.
of like all inclusive, helping each other, stuff like that.
Okay, so then here's the reality.
Arctic
That's what
cocoon.
I'm telling you. This is
They
where
just have
this is where the celebrities come
luxury
in.
yurts.
Brand new double maximum comfort Arctic cocoon. 4 cocoons available.
The cocoon. This
Beautiful
is like some
woven-
Coachella stuff.
Yeah.
This is stuff you would see at Coachella.
So look what they got here, right?
Wow.
They got a king size ergonomic real mattress, wooden flooring and carpet, complete blackout, AC and fire pit, fridge filled with they have a fridge filled with refreshments, a living room, a large mirror, towels, 2 electric bikes. Yeah, so basically, like, it's just like a hotel in the middle of the desert, right?
Epic.
And
Just living like a king.
here's some of the people that go there, right? You got the Silicon Valley elites, are known to pay thousands of dollars for chef-prepared food and pricey campers and luxury accommodations. This is actually the one right here actually got banned from Burning Man. Yeah, so you got this in the middle of this desert.
You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
It's been around for like 40 years,
Yeah.
and I was just getting like, come on, you know,
Yeah.
it's like
crazy, dude.
Wow.
yeah.
Personal
Hold on,
chefs in the middle of the
hold on,
desert for
pull
your
up
free expression festival.
Kyle, pull
I'm
up
expressing
pictures.
the right to have my employees come with me to cook me food.
Kyle, pull up pictures of like Burning Man 2022. And then we'll also pull up like Burning Man pictures from like, I don't know, like the 80s or the early 90s or something like that. Let's just compare the two because it's probably so vastly different.
Let's look at where things started.
So the 90s, it's
humble
like,
beginnings.
there's
There's like a
actually a
few
man
people
where they're
there.
going to burn it.
There's like a few people here.
Yeah, it
This is
actually
awesome.
seems like, it seems way more chill. Like,
Burning
They're-
Man.
I wonder how many attendees were in like the 1990.
That's
Is it
kind
said
of-
80,000 in
There's
2022?
like a few people there.
yeah, like
Wow.
they're actually camping out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It just seems kind of fun.
Are we ready for 2022 yet?
It's probably
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
You should see how many people were in attendance in 1990.
That's like everyone who's there.
See, like, you get cool art and everything too.
So didn't the slide say 80,000 people went? 300.
300 people.
In 1990, 800 people.
Oh, 800 people.
Oh well.
Okay. So 2022, what do we got?
Dude, like, look at this. Like, it's, I mean, obviously it changes over time. Like, it's more of an art thing.
We got this.
But, like, it looks
this,
more like a
nowadays we
mu-
got this.
it looks more
Looks
like
more
a
like a
music
modern day festival.
It looks like a
man.
music festival.
Oh, this is it.
Wow.
Look at how many
That's
people
Black Rock City. That's crazy.
Burning Man Exodus. Look how many cars there are, dude. That's
Dude.
like the traffic.
They just
one.
need to
That's
add
the
an
mass
extra lane.
exodus.
They need to add an extra lane, bro.
That's 80,000
Yeah, an
cars.
extra lane.
Why don't they just
That's
drive in the dirt?
nuts.
It looks like when like the apocalypse happens.
Yeah.
Like a
all the
zombie
cars stop,
apocalypse.
yeah.
It just goes and
Dude,
goes.
Black Rock City, man. It's crazy.
I guess it's more.
I mean,
Stone's
yeah,
pretty cool.
it's more. They added
But that
a
looks
lot more
huge.
art and everything, but it's like, look at it now.
It's Tatooine, man.
Yeah.
Dang, look at all the people.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
That is
crazy, dude.
insane. Oh my gosh.
And this is all torn down, right?
No, those are all like cars.
That's where people
Those
camp
are all
at.
cars. Those
No,
are
no,
like,
but like the whole like city is like torn down at the end of the festival,
yeah,
right?
everything's gone.
Oh man,
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, so
these are all like tents, campers, whatnot.
Yep.
Dang,
just
dude,
That's
that's
growing
crazy.
this like massive thing.
Honestly, I can't lie.
That's still pretty cool.
I'd still go.
Yeah,
I'd still
I feel like
go.
it'd be a cool experience.
I'd be too angry. I couldn't.
You're part of the problem, dude.
I'm part of the problem, dude. But hey,
I want my me,
That's
just
a-
me
it's-
and my private chef.
This
my-
is 80,000 attendees, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man. Compared to 800, just 30 something years ago.
Yeah, it's a big difference. Definitely changes the vibe a little bit. Oh, so this is the this is the story on this, right? This is a camp called Hamano the Tribe, right? So this is the story on them. This is a good one. Do not place Hamano the Tribe camp next year. Camp near these butt plugs this year, and it was an absolute hot mess. For those who don't know, Humano is basically 15 to 20 rich trust fund dudes who sponsor 1 to 2 girls apiece in their camp, usually IG models, meaning that for every guy that camps with Humano, he has to pay all dues for 2 models. They leave trash and other moop all over the place and have no concept of the principles. Usually throw one group activity on the card to justify their contribution. I think every group's supposed to make like an art project.
Something to bring for everyone.
finger paints.
Shadow puppets.
Shadow puppets.
Just bring a flashlight and you're good.
Yeah, they're sealed away from the masses. It's a funny sight as you have this insane ratio of gorgeous girls looking like they're at a funeral because they literally been paid for and shipped like cattle out to the desert.
Jeez.
Oh man.
Okay, so yeah, that's like the story of this camp. And I think this is actually more. I met a shipped-in model last year. Jake, you want to read this one?
I met a Shipton model last year, not saying she was with them at all, but saying they look like they're at a funeral is spot on. This chick came up to my bar, crying her eyes out about how their plane was leaving her stranded because she disappeared for 12 hours and her phone has been dead. She asked for directions and it was about as far as possible from us. I just can't imagine being paid to be there like that and having some rich anus threaten to fly away without me.
Yeah, Justin, can you want to read the last one?
Yeah, sure. I met 4 girls at our camp who told me they'd been kicked out of their RV for not wanting to have sex with the guy who brought them out. They had no food and all of their belongings were in the RV. I'm a little torn on my sympathy though. Total 100% dick move to kick someone out of your RV in the middle of the desert for not putting out, but also not really taking personal responsibility if you didn't read that situation correctly before putting yourself into it. That's brutal, dude.
So
no food or anything. Just
They're probably staying in the Arctic cocoon. And then they kicked her out
Into the middle of the desert.
oh my
like
gosh,
Cancun.
man.
That's nuts.
That's horrible.
It's awful.
Okay, so those private toilets were supposed. This is also about this camp at Burning Man. Those private toilets were supposed to save $100. Those private toilets were supposed to save the $100,000 tier guests from the indignity of using the event's many public porta potties. However, sources say Humano arrived with PVC piping that did not properly connect to its toilets. Instead of fixing the problem with proper plumbing available 90 miles away in Reno, Humano simply duct taped the piping.
No way.
Oh, that is...
No way.
That's crazy.
That will not work.
That led to what is euphemistically termed black water leaking onto the playa, which is about as much of a health hazard as you can get.
Ugh.
Ooh,
Foul.
Gosh. Man, so the camp also had problems containing
There's just
exposed
poop
whip.
everywhere in the world.
There's like
Endless-
shit and piss water
God,
everywhere.
dude,
Every
that's
beautiful place
nuts.
is ruined by human feces all the time.
Dude, it's just,
Can't
and then
escape.
you keep reading. It says there's just on the dance floor is just trash for several days. Oh my gosh! Oh gosh!
That's what moop means? Okay.
It's like the drifters dance floor.
That's
Oh
what
my
you
Broken
gosh,
glass
yeah,
all over
dude.
the place.
This is what you promised, dude. You promised the Arctic cocoon.
The Arctic cocoon.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yes, I thought this was funny. 40 stunning places to visit before they're packed with tourists. So it's like just assuming that everything's gonna like just be like
Be ruined by
Yeah,
people.
be
Yeah, and also
the
think
next
about
way of
this.
vacation is to find the next big place
Think about
before
this.
it becomes
Yeah.
popular.
Think about this also. It said 40 stunning places to visit. That means also they're putting it out there so that more people go visit there.
It's a vicious
so it's just
cycle,
gonna be.
dude.
It's just a cycle, dude. It's just not working.
it's like
Airports-
adding another lane.
The
Yeah,
future is
it's just
airports.
add another lane, dude. We'll be all right. It's just slap the band-aid on it. We'll be good.
More airports.
More airports.
More feces.
More airports and more roads, bro. That's what we need.
We should make a bunch of Bloomington, Illinois propaganda so people want to visit it, vacation there.
Man, dude.
So we got this place with some trash in it. We got this place overcrowded with tons of people. Venice, Italy, overcrowded with tons of people.
Okay, hold on.
We got Machu Picchu with a big airport being built and it's crowded with tourists.
An international airport being built in the town of 10,000 people.
Yeah. And then there's this weird place. Kim Jong-un conquered the floating hotel. There's a line at the top of Mount Everest.
Bodies and poop.
Yeah. Then there's a Taj Mahal for the third favorite wife that is crowded all the time, apparently. So if you go there, you're just going to be stuck in a crowd and lines and all that. Probably traffic. Beautiful beaches that are busy. They're tearing down that cool sign. And then Burning Man has a bunch of rich people at it that are, you know.
Ruining it.
So
This kind of defeats the purpose of Burning Man.
before we end this, let's go through and rank these. Let's go rank these. Which ones we think we would go to.
Which one's the worst?
Which ones? I think
Let's
the
just
beach
do-
is the worst one.
That
the
beach one is pretty
That
bad.
beach one is very bad.
I would not want to
That
go
looks
there at all.
horrible, dude.
If you go back to the first one, which one is it? Not this one. Venice, man. This one, I feel like
I might
I feel
go
like that
there.
one would still
I
be
would
pretty
kind
cool.
of go to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like For how much? If I have to spend like $100, maybe.
You gotta fly to Iceland too.
See, yeah, then no, I'm not doing that. I'm not flying to Iceland just to go to this lagoon to look at some buildings or see that power plant in the back around and everything like that. Like,
I want to go to Kim's Hotel. That sounds kind of cool.
Kim's Hotel.
would you
That's
guys go
so
to Venice?
bro.
Would you do
I
Venice?
don't know. Venice seems weird. Like, I wonder how crowded it is if they have to like section off areas of the city for
The
drinks.
picture of
Yeah.
Venice looked pretty
Did you
bad.
see how painfully
It looked
crowded it
really
was?
bad, dude.
It's like
It
it just
looked
looked
nauseatingly
very
crowded.
It looked just very unfortunate. Like that. Like,
Ugh.
where's the enjoyment in that?
That looks horrible.
It's truly
Just
awful.
like jammed full of
Can,
people.
can you imagine
What-
probably 30-minute waits for any bathroom, hour
Awful.
wait for any food?
I wonder how
can't
much
go-
a
you have to
bottle of
wait in
water
line to
costs
go.
there too.
You have to wait in line to look over a bridge.
Since also super touristy, I wonder how. That's
It looks
crazy.
awful. Dude.
All right, get off this. I don't want to look at this anymore. I don't want to look at that one.
I'm pissed about stuff.
Yeah,
I think this one's the most
Machu
sad to
Picchu
me.
seems cool to go
Yeah,
visit.
this one, like Machu Picchu would be really cool to see, but that is really sad.
That's just
sad.
really
Putting
sad.
an
that they're
international
building an
airport in this
international
nice little
airport.
community.
The thing is, it's like, dude, they're just gonna mess with everything.
They should
dude.
they should just like bulldoze a town block in downtown and put a Walmart supercenter there.
Right?
Just
Right,
I
and a
guarantee
massive parking lot.
within like 20 years there's gonna be a Walmart there. Guarantee you.
We need a parking lot the size of the city.
We
and a
need
Walmart.
subways. And we need more subways.
We need more
We need
Subways,
Starbucks,
McDonald's, Starbucks.
We need everything.
Fuck it, might as well put a Dutch Bros in there.
Might as well, dude.
While we're at it.
Get multiple different chains of every variety.
Dunkin', Dutch Bros.
A couple Einstein bagels.
One Einstein bagels on each side of the town.
Where's the King Supers, bro? We need to kill our King Supers there too, right next to it.
You gotta have a Home Depot in there too.
Yeah.
I'm upset now.
All right, let's go to the next. What's the next one?
All right, well, yeah, I think that's where we end this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. And,
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Be safe.
Bye.
Be safe for traveling.
Don't go anywhere.
don't go anywhere.
Don't go on
Stay
vacation
home.
ever again.
Yeah, just stay home.